They must have known Harrison so well that he's one of those fine free kick takers. Didn't do badly, but it was just well wide and off the post, completely beating the wall and the goalkeeper, who was almost rooted to the spot.
Head that clearly. Corner comes in. And this thing got the tails for Golden City. Well, it was Efficiency who prevented that one from going in. Well, lucky Abdullah and NC down on the turf.
That was some lovely corner. What a great stop that was from Efficiency.
NPFL there for you. Welcome you on the show. 360 Sport on Trust TV. Adeni G. Shafe. Always good to promote our own. That's the match between Ikorodu City and Rangers International, where Rangers were able to triumph in that particular encounter there. Well, we actually run through the world of sport. Matches were playing UEFA Champions League, and a lot of teams that did well yesterday, especially Nigeria. Ademola Lookman being able to score and also made an assist for his team, Atalanta. All this will be coming your way on the show on 360 Sport. But before then, we have to start with our own. Let's talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League. Matches were played in the NPFL, rescheduled matches. Those matches are those teams that couldn't play due to one engagement or the other, where Bende Insurance against Shooting Star ended 1-0 in favor of home team Bende Insurance in Benin at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium there against Shooting Stars of Ibadan. They pipped them 1-0, while Eyimba, cost of Yemechi Austin, who scored for them against Aqua United, the visiting team, losing that game. This time around, the home teams really were up to the task as they were able to win those games in the encounter. And you look at how the table is after those win from Eyimba and Bende Insurance. Eyimba right now standing third on the log after they won that game against Aqua United, having 9 points from 4 matches. You know, they've been engaged in the CAF competition, and now they are standing third there, playing 4 matches, having 9 points, following Rivers United with 10 points, and following Remo Stars, who are top, winning all their 4 matches, having 12 points with 6 goal difference for Remo Stars of Ikene. Niger Tornadoes are standing 4th there with 8 points from 4 matches. Also, Katsina United on the log with 5th position. Sunshine Stars of Akure. Elkanemi Warriors will be playing today, and we'll see maybe they can add more to their tally concerning that. Nasarawa United, they have 5 points. Plateau United also 5. Abia Warriors 5 in that pecking order of how the table is after the scheduled games that were played yesterday. Now, from 11 to 20, we look at teams that are really trying to see how they can up their antics. Bende Insurance, the win yesterday has put them standing 11th. 4 matches they've played, they have 5 points from 4 matches. Shooting Stars of Ibadan, after losing that game, they are now 12th on the log, having the same point also with Bende Insurance. Enugu Rangers, who are yet to play, they'll be playing today against Bayelsa United. And that particular team, they are standing 13 with 4 points from 3 matches. Kano Pillars, Kwara United, Aqua United in that pecking order of 4-2-2. And you look at defending champion, that's Rangers International. So far, they've got 4 points from 3 matches. For Bayelsa United, who will be playing today, they have 2 points from 3 games. Heartland FC just 1 point, Ikorodu City 1, and Lobby Stars of Makurdi. Right now, the shoe is really getting size because they are on 28th position. Talking about Lobby Stars there. Well, for the likes of Eyimba International, they've been able to at least move up to 3rd position now, showing their class despite their engagement at the CAF competition. They are really doing well for the Eyimba International. The team that are really done well when it comes to CAF competition in Africa, at least back-to-back 2004, 2005. They were able to make Nigerians proud, and they are also trying to see how they will do in this NPFL season that we are on. Well, for all the teams participating in the NPFL, it's a marathon. They just have to do more to see who wins this battle. Remo Stars have really been doing so well. 4 matches, they have 12 points, having win 4 out of the 4 matches they've played so far. Well, right now, talking about their particular team, Eyimba International, one of their players, that's Austin Oyemechi, who scored the goal for the team, quickly had a chat with the media. Let's have it.
First, I thank God for coming here. It's my dream to play for Eyimba. It's the biggest team in Nigeria. So I feel very happy, and I'm glad I got my first goal today.
Okay, subsequently you have a game against Katsina. and then the competition of group stage is coming. What should the fans expect from you?
They should expect 100% commitment, and I'll do my best every time I'm called upon. And I hope to get more goals.
Austin Oyemichi there, at least releasing the fact that I was able to score, and also praise Yimba, the best team in Nigeria. You can't take that away. They've been fantastic when it comes to consistency. So right now, talking about the NPFL, we'll be focusing on our league. Yes, it's getting better one way or the other. You want to look at it. It's not like before. We've seen the way teams winning games. That's our focus on the show. This is our Nigerian Premier Football League, and as it is right now, we'll be having our guest join us from Lafia. That's the former chairman of Nasarawa United, in person of Abdullahi Osanga. Good to have you on the show.
Good to have you too, Adeni. You're looking good.
Okay, it's good to have you on the show. Let's talk about Nigerian Premier Football League. And before you join us, we were talking about the matches that were played yesterday, how Eyimba did well, and also Bender Insurance winning their game. But right now, we look at the NPFL. There have been a lot of improvements where we've seen a lot of development actually happen to Nigerian Premier Football League. People are beginning to come out to watch our matches. If I'm to ask you, you are a former chairman of Nasarawa United, and you've been there, you know the journey, how it is. So right now, the improvement we are talking about, what can you say is different now to what you've seen before?
Thank you very much, Adeni. And as you rightly said, people now looking to watch matches, especially in Nigeria Football League, because the right people are on the saddle under the leadership of Benga Elegbeleye and the school, and with supporting the NFF president, Ibrahim. So it's no longer business as usual. So there's a lot of improvement in the Football League, and that is why we'll be clamoring for, and that is why we'll be praying for. Now it has come. We have joined the League of Nations as far as football is concerned, not business as usual, as I said. Know that we must win at home. No, the only thing you need to do is assemble a good team and give it all. And I said to some people who care to listen that winners don't do differences, but they do their sisters.
Okay, well, talking with Abdullahi Osanga there, former Nasarawa United chairman. From the way it is, we know that NPFL really has improved, and we just have to appreciate our own. No matter how it is, you just have to at least appreciate what we are doing. Now, when it comes to football, Benga Elegbeleye has been able to turn things around one way or the other, and we've seen even yesterday they still did their best to make sure we have at least a good one with football match commissioners, where they'll be getting support from sponsors. And right now, it seems to have been able to get the groove of NPFL. Really, we've seen home teams, rather away teams, doing well, going away to win matches, which was not to be before in the Nigerian Premier Football League, and it's really getting better. Referees are getting settled, at least to the last time they actually played, and also for the fact that players too are having it. But no matter how it is, you still look at those disadvantages following our NPFL. Even though we are beginning to see the NPFL on TV, we have seen how the commentaries are being run. People are coming out to see how they will at least enjoy NPFL. So far, if you are to at least get to pick out any lapses so far in the NPFL, what will it be?
Well, so far, I've not been able to see any lapses because the league has just started. I think playing 6 matches ago, 5, and then they were still on track, and the NPLF are doing good in there because when you motivate it gets results, and it's not business as usual under the leadership of the NPLF and school. As I said, we are good. We are not there yet, but we have left where we used to go, and definitely we are good. And Nigeria will be proud to be called never as that. I'm telling you, we are going to enter English Premier League, maybe less attractive. If you can get it, what do you go? Do you send that to work Manchester or other things? If you can get it, A lot of people are not betting. You don't know which team is going to win until when you get there. And the best team will always carry the team. I think so far so good.
Okay, well, at least just to let you know that Abdullah Osanga has been with us, is broadcaster and also former chairman of Nasarawa United. And now, from the way it is, just yesterday, let's look at this particular topic, even though we are focused on NPFL, still part of it. Football match commissioners must pass examination, possesses digital literacy coming from Nigerian Football Federation. Let's look at that particular story there. That's football matches, that's commissioners now. They just have to pass examination, possessing digital literacy coming from Nigerian Football Federation. As you see this, that's a good development because they want to make sure the match commissioners, they are up to date concerning the techniques and also how to at least preside over matches. That's what NFF are trying to do right now. And from the way it is, that's a good move coming from Nigerian Football Federation. Okay. We're actually talking about football match commissioner that must pass examination and also possess digital literacy. The Nigerian Football Federation deeming it fit that all the football match commissioners in Nigeria, they must pass exams before they can preside over any match as a match commissioner, and also they will be up to date when it comes to using the internet because they want them to possess digital literacy before they will be able to be a match commissioner because they had a pact with a sponsor. They have a pact with the sponsor of that the match commissioners, and that's a big one coming from them. A good one there. And from the way it is right now, the NFF are trying to do the making sure that all Nigerian match commissioners are up to date by being equipped with the necessary all it takes to be a match commissioner. Abdullah Osanga, you look at this move as a big one, right? It's a very big move, right?
A really big one. Yeah, big one. That's a good one.
We are with you. We can hear you.
That is a big one. It's a big one.
Okay.
It's good that when you are going to an assignment, you should know what you are going to do. I think writing an exam for them to pass before you are appointed as a match commissioner is a very, very good one. I give them kudos for whoever brought that innovation.
Okay, well, really, it's a big one, a good move from the Nigerian Football Federation that match commissioner must be up to date in the standard that they actually needs to be because they just have to possess digital literacy coming from Nigerian Football Federation. And really, it's a good one, according to what Abdullah Osanga said. While we're actually focusing on the NPFL, we're also dashing into all the facets of football development in Nigeria. We look at this, it's a good move by the Nigerian Football Federation because they want us to be able to be at par with other nations across the globe. Football is really evolving and it's no longer an old school thing. It's really evolving. Everyone must just evolve with the trend of football development. That is why Nigerian Football Federation deem it fit to make sure all the match commissioners, they must write exams and pass and also possess digital literacy. When we're talking about that, let's look at just yesterday also, NFF launches monthly football award. They came out with that particular story, that monthly football awards, they will be looking at it and make sure all the categories of football awards in goals, the best for men and women also come up. Before we go back to Abdullah Osanga, let's quickly look at the NFL monthly football awards, the excerpt from that particular award that will be released by NFF there. NFF launches football award. Well, from the way it is right now, NFF actually talk about the goal of the month and also player of the month that will be coming up in the award. Well, as it is right now, the player of the month, they have the goal of the month, the discovery of the month for both male and female that will be coming up, while the nomination process for the award is scientific, ensuring a fair and accurate selection of nominees. An independent organization will collect and analyze player statistics throughout the month, ensuring that the best performances are highlighted. The unbiased, data-driven approach guarantees that the nomination reflects the top-performing players based on their contribution to their teams. Nominations for the first round of awards will be announced on October 3rd. That's today. From there, voting will be open for fans and journalists alike, making this a truly inclusive and engaging event for the Nigerian football community. Fans and journalists will have a chance to vote for their favorite players via the official NFF voting portal. The voting period will run for 1 week following the announcement of the nominations. Fan votes will account for 40% of the final decision, enabling supporters to have their voices heard and directly influence the outcome of this prestigious award. The remaining 60% will be determined by journalists and industry professionals, ensuring a balanced and well-rounded selection process. That's the monthly football award coming from the Nigerian Football Federation, where players for both male and female will be at least nominated. And also the goal of the month will also be nominated, where fans will vote. 40% of the vote will go to the fans, 60% to the journalists, and also the professionals in the world of football in Nigeria. At least there is another good move coming from the Nigerian Football Federation. Abulayo Sanga, you look at this particular move, this will actually make a lot of players to be competitive because they want to win this particular award.
Yes, it's a very great move. And the players are very up and doing. And they will have to put in their best to make sure that they get the result. And let me tell you, gone are the days whereby the management is addressing the player. They will tell the players, you know that the match you won, so at some place, you don't know the boardroom meeting we had before you were giving either 3 or whatever point. You know, in that regard, it lowers the morale of the players. If the management will tell you that it is them that won the match, not those people in the pitch, then it's very unfortunate. Now with the innovation of this magnitude, they are one. We will now put the players on their at alert. Go and put your best and get a reward. So that after you might have left football, you'll be able to show your worth. That is what I and this is what I got, just like a medal. So it's a very good one. It will put our players on alert, and now you have to put in your best, not just for the money, but to make name for yourself. That's a good innovation. I give credit to NPFL and NFF for bringing this one. It's going to take us a long way on improving the football administration and the football as a profession in this country.
Okay, good one there. Laudable, at least, move by the Nigerian Football Federation coming from Abulayo Sanga, former Nasarawa United chairman, who has been with us talking about the NPFL, Nigerian Premier Football League, and also focus on Nigerian football development. And right now, when it comes to officiating, yes, let me take you on this. I think to some extent it's getting better. We've seen a lot of officiating seriously getting better in Nigerian Premier Football League. We see teams winning away, and we've seen all the referees now being on their feet because the NFF are actually deeming fit and making sure most of them go for the training that they ought to get, and it's really getting better. Are you there?
Yes, Adeni, you come to a place where it has touched me, and it's why it is itching me to comment. The officiating, so far so good, fantastic. And we had a bitter experience when I was a chairman. When you have a referee and officials, you feel like receiving the president of the country. You must give him a VIP treatment in order to have a point. You must put in the best hotel, and when he leaves the following day after the match, after giving you your point, you know, you go there and running healthcare center to make sure that you get the best. But now the reverse is the case. You know, I was on with Benga Legbele. He said he told the refugees that before you move, your entitlement has been given. Go there, enter a hotel, and then meet at a pre-match meeting. When after pre-match meeting, on the day of the game, you go there, you do your warm-up and whatever. After finishing, you put your whistle in your mouth. No more talking to officials. They may try to get you, but please stay away. That anyone found in compromise on his profession, then that will be the end of it. So that is the reason why people are, you said earlier, you asked a question, people are getting result from home and away. it mustn't be a win affair when you are home. Assemble good players, and let them play well. The notion of saying you must win at home is now history.
Okay, so from the way it is right now, we're actually looking at the NPFL, and really has been making some points there concerning the NPFL officiating. Is really getting better. Well, away teams are now getting what they ought to get if they play well, and no longer almost win mentality. Well, seriously, when it comes to football development in Nigeria, well, it's really getting better. We have to appreciate what we are doing. And also those running football, we will get there, at least as they say that Rome wasn't built in a day, and we just continue to crawl, or we can run or walk. But we just have to get there where we take it back to in the 80s, where you see Nigerian stadium filled to the brim, especially in the north, up to this moment. The northern side of Nigeria, you see fans coming out en masse to support their team. Up till now, they don't stay away. They support their team. So it's the right time the team from the southwest, southeast also come out to support their team. And we can always have a full that stadium filled to the brim every time Nigeria plays football, and it's really getting better. When it comes to the issue of officiating, we have to commend all the organizers of the Nigerian Premier Football League. We've been talking to Abla Ozanga, who actually joined us from that's Lafia, concerning the issue of NPFL development. Well, let's leave the officiating aside. Let's talk about players' welfare. Well, we've seen Nigerian players moving to Ethiopia, moving to Benin Republic, Congo, Kenya, and all that, even Somalia, to play football. In Africa, a lot of people are really concerned that, okay, if we pay our players well, most of them will stay in our league and develop the league before they can go to Europe. Not Benin Republic, not all these, majority of these players that are moving away to the leagues that are not even as strong as NPFL. Is a worrisome situation. What do you think can be done concerning this players' remuneration that can make them stay? Maybe something at least they need to add, make the clubs committed, or maybe they should put a peg of kind of payment that if you don't pay up to this amount, if you are not ready as a club, maybe you should just drop it. Let's have it.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, everybody is looking for a greener pasture. And it's not civil service work. It is a profession that you don't have patience. So you try by all means to grab whatever you have for the rainy day. And what is the rainy day? The rainy days, it could be injuries, it could be age. You know, there's a limit. If you play at the age that you cannot play again, what do you lean on? So the pay is very important. And when Nigeria.
Okay, I think we'll be waiting for Abdullah Sanga to join us again while we are running the show. We're alongside him there. We're talking about the remuneration for Nigerian Premier League players, because the majority of them actually go to neighboring nations like Benin Republic to apply their trade. We need to make sure they are well paid for them to stay. Before they begin to jet to Europe to look for greener pasture, at least if we can get a better package for our players, they will stay, and before they move out. In fact, a lot of South African players don't even leave their league, and yet they are doing so well. We've seen majority of them, just few of them goes out to play in other leagues, and you look at the South African league, how standard it is. So we can also make sure we give our players the right remuneration for them to stay in the NPFL if we are to get the best talent, and that is affecting our performance in the CAF competition. Each time you go for CAF competition, maybe you have Eyimba and maybe Rivers United. Before you know it, majority of them are out of the competition. Look at this season now. We have only Eyimba trying to see how they can up their antics. Most of them, majority of the teams are out already, because the best players from Nigeria always they leave, and the rest they will be struggling to see how they can actually do well there. We've been talking for Nigerian Premier Football League on the show. Before we talk Champions League, let's talk about our own variants. At least let's develop our own league by ourselves. And now, when it comes to NPFL, we've seen the issue of one particular issue. It looks very, very small, but it's not a small thing. the issue of ball boys. Ball boys also play some roles when it comes to quickly getting the ball and throw it back to the players on the pitch for them to perform well. And we've seen a situation where they intentionally delayed to get the ball to the player so that the opponents will not be able to get into action, just to make sure they favor the home team. And that is not good. It's uncalled for. And NPFL organizer, really, they've been frowning on it, warning all the clubs concerning this particular scenario. What can you say about this? Because it's a norm that you see teams always, their ball boys always holding back. Okay, well, Abdullah Osanga is here to join us. We'll just have to touch on that. Maybe by the time he comes back, we'll continue there. Well, for the Nigerian Football Federation, led by Ibrahim Gusso, they also look at another topic yesterday that has to do with referees. They said, we are grooming young referees for continental duties. And lately, Nigerian referees have not been able to participate in the competition. When it comes to CAF competition now, well, remove the focus, Nigerian Premier Football League, we're talking about we are grooming young referees for continental duties there. Well, from the way it is right now, the NFF are trying to see how they will focus, or at least make sure our referees are better ready for this CAF competition, because if they are well trained, they know all the rudiments of the current trends in the world of football officiating, they can easily at least meet up the standard and also be getting the officiating nod from CAF to go out there and at least officiate event there. Good one coming from Nigerian Football Federation there. Well, right now, our guest is back, so let's talk about, we're talking about the ball boys. Before you went off, the ball boys are fond of always delaying getting the ball back to the pitch, and it's a real worrisome situation. And right now, the NPFL organizers are really frowning at that particular style of delaying in the NPFL. What can you say about this?
Yeah, I didn't hear you from the beginning. What was the question? Because we went off air.
Okay, I was talking about this.
So it's not friendly.
Okay, I was talking about the ball boys.
Ball boy.
Yeah, the ball boys.
What was the question?
In the NPFL, they always intentionally delayed to get the ball into the pitch of play to favor the home team that is playing, and that is not good at all. A lot of people are frowning at that particular attitude of the ball boys. It means the club have informed them, delay the ball as long as the ball is not on the pitch, nobody can play, and this is not good at all for our football.
Yeah, that is correct. It's not good at all. It's not good at all for our football. And the ball boy has been playing their part sometimes. When you talk about delaying the ball, you know. So the only solution to that is would have to tell the officials that you have to bring in more ball boys. They should, maybe from the both sides, 4-4, and give them. Okay,
well, seems network is not our friend concerning where Abdullah Osanga is there. He was trying to make a point concerning the ball boys, concerning Nigeria Premier Football League. It's really a very worrisome situation, but that could be worked on. All they need to do is to sensitize these ball boys, get them to understand why they should quickly get the ball, throw it in. If your team is performing well, even if they are losing, it doesn't mean you should delay the game. After all, you watch matches in Europe, and no matter what is happening, they get the ball out quickly onto the pitch of play for them to continue there. Well, right now, we've been talking with the former chairman of Nasarawa United, NPFL. That's the topic we are looking at. That is focusing on Nigerian Premier Football League, and it's really getting better. Gbenga Elegbe and the entire management of Nigerian Premier Football League are trying their best to see how they will make sure NPFL really gets back its groove and we begin to enjoy our football again. We can do it. We have all it takes to get our football into that level where the limelight will be very, very good and everyone will enjoy football in Nigeria. Well, right now, while we actually try to see how we can get him back, if you join us, we continue. But right now, let's go through UEFA Champions League. Yes, for yesterday, matches were played across Europe. A marathon of UEFA Champions League matches that was played in Europe. And you look at our own Ademola Lookman. Let's start with that story. Ademola Lookman scores. Assist at Atalanta, shoots down Shakhtar Donetsk. It was a good performance from Atalanta. Our own Ademola Lookman, Ballon d'Or nominee, really did well by being able to score and also made an assist in that particular encounter there. Well, for Ademola Lookman, he's a player that you need to watch when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. Even for Atalanta, he's really doing so well, and you can't take anything away from him. And really, for his team, they deserve that particular win, and they were able to do well in the competition. Now, talking about UEFA Champions League games that were played yesterday, Ademola Lookman doing so well. A lot of Nigerians actually played before him, and for the result of matches yesterday, we have Girona losing at home against Feyenoord. All the La Liga teams, they did not do well yesterday. In fact, all of them lost out. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid also lost in their games. For Girona, 2-3, 5-goal thriller. Feyenoord came, saw, and conquered. From Netherlands, they were able to win their game. Shakhtar Donetsk, 3-0 coming from Atalanta. Ademola Lookman, one of the goals, and also made an assist. And actually, it was adjudged the man of the match. You can't take that away from Ademola Lookman. Aston Villa, well, they did so well, taking us back to 1982 when they defeated Bayern Munich, and it ended 1-0. And this time around, Durant, the star man for Aston Villa, made it happen, and they were able to defeat Bayern Munich over there at the Villa Park. And you just have to appreciate what they did by taking the whole world back to 1982, where they won against Bayern to lift the cup, and now they won against Bayern in the race for the UEFA Champions League stage result. It's a marathon of matches to be played, and now they did well by going back to 1982. Congrats to Aston Villa. For Benfica, 1-2-3-4 were the goals. They defeated Atletico Madrid in their own game to win at home against Atletico Madrid, who could not just get one goal in that competition. Congrats to Benfica. They showed their class. They were able to do well in that particular game there. For Dinamo Zagreb against Monaco, it ended 2-2, a 4-goal thriller between the team from Croatia versus Monaco from France, the Principality of Monaco there. While Real Madrid, well, the unbeaten run has been broken right now. They were trying to see how they can beat out Barcelona in the unbeaten run, but they lost out by 1-0 in this particular encounter, scored by Jonathan David in that penalty. You just have to appreciate the fact that they were able to win in that game. For that's Lille beating Real Madrid, and they broke that unbeaten run. For Liverpool, 2-0 against Bologna, where our own African player, that's Mohamed Salah, was able to score, and really for the 5 goals in UEFA Champions League, it's a record for him when it comes to the history of players from Africa. He's ahead right now, ahead of Drogba and Samuel Eto'o, where he's actually been able to score 45 goals in the UEFA Champions League. Mo Salah there. For RB Leipzig, 2, Juventus 3. They did well. They won that game 3-2 away game from Juventus. That's a big one, at least for being able to stake that win against RB Leipzig in Germany. 3-2 it ended. But Sturm Graz against Club Brugge, 1-0 from Club Brugge. Our own Onyedika. Onyedika also did well there. He performed excellently well for Club Brugge against Sturm Graz of Austria, where the team from Belgium, Club Brugge, were able to win 1-0 to also get 3 points at stake. Right now, we know that the marathon of these matches, this is on day 2. The result of day 2, they play some teams actually play on Wednesday, and to let you have a feel of the result for the match day 2 so far. And they all got the winning teams will get 3 points, and for those who actually lost, they just have to work hard again on day 3 to see how they will up their antis. They're looking for points in the marathon of games. Well, for the completion of the games that have been played on Wednesday and Thursday in UEFA Champions League, you look at all the results there. Salzburg, they lost against Brest 4-0. What a match in favor of the French team. Stuttgart played 1-0 against Sparta Prague, and Arsenal 2-0 against PSG. All the Arsenal fans predicted that they were going to win, and they did the business by being able to win that game 2-0. It ended in favor of the Gunners. They were able to win there, well, at the Emirates Stadium. For Borussia Dortmund, Adeyemi was the hero, scoring a hat-trick against Celtic 7-1. It ended in favor of Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park. Barcelona went on rampage 5-0. Lewandowski also being able to show that an old man can do well against the young boys. He did well against the young boys of Switzerland, and they won that game 5-0. For Inter Milan, 1, 2, 3, 4 goals against Red Star Belgrade, the one you can also call Zvezda Zvezda. They were able to win in that particular encounter there. Well, for Leverkusen, 1-0 against AC Milan. They won that game. That's our own Victor Boniface being able to score in the UEFA Champions, also making his own debut when it comes to scoring goals alongside Ademola Lookman in the UEFA Champions League. PSV Eindhoven, they play 1-0 against Sporting CP. Bratislava versus Man City, and the favor of Man City, walloping Slovan Bratislava 4-0 over there in those games that were played in an away game where Man City dominate, and they were able to win in those particular encounters. Just to let you have a feel of all the games that were played on match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League, where the best teams they won. And you look at how the team is actually, the way they are performing. You look at the standings after match day 2. Well, you look at the first line where you have straight to round of 16, the top 8. The one that stayed from number 1 to 8 was automatically, by the time this particular phase ended, they will be qualifying to round of 16, and from 9 to 24 they will play the knockout phase playoff places. And you look at elimination places, those are the ones that start from 24 to 25 rather to 36. And right now Borussia Dortmund have been able to upstage Bayern Munich, and they are top of the table there with 6 points after playing 2 matches. They have goal difference of 9, and you can't take that away from all the B teams. Borussia Dortmund, Brest of France, Benfica of Portugal also standing on the same point, but on goal difference, 5 points. Brest, Benfica, Leverkusen, that's the Victor Boniface team. Liverpool also, Aston Villa, Juventus, in that pecking order. Man City, they are standing 8 on the log with 4 points from 2 matches. And you just have to appreciate the fact that this particular style of play is really getting in on the skin of all the big teams, because no one has done this before. This is the first time that they are playing this, and assuming it's end like this, the first 8 will go to round of 16, while from 9 to 24 we'll have to fight for knockout phase playoff, while from 25th to 36 are eliminated. But right now, it's still a marathon. 36 teams fighting for honor to still stay top. They will continue to run till January. From 9 to 24, you have Inter Milan, Sparta Prague, Atalanta, Sporting, Arsenal, Monaco, in that order. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Look at the big teams. They just have to work hard. This is not the usual Champions League that we know. It's getting really tougher now. You just have to play well and make sure you win your games, getting 3 points, or you get 1 point from playing draw or 0-0. Well, Barcelona, Real Madrid 16-17. Lille are defeated Real Madrid 18th on the log, followed by PSG with just a win from 2 matches. They have 3 points. Celtic, they have just 3 points, standing 28th on the log. Club Brugge, where Rafael Oyedeck applies straight. Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, they are standing 23rd there with PSV and Eindhoven. And Stuttgart, Bologna, Shakhtar Donetsk, Dinamo Zagreb, Leipzig, Girona, Sturm Graz, Milan, Resta Belgrade, Salzburg, Bratislava, and Young Boys of Switzerland are all trying to survive. Well, it's a big one in the standing, match day 2 standing for the UEFA Champions League, and you just have to look at all the teams participating. It's a big one really, for the fact that all the teams, that's Ademola Lookman being able to scoring that goal there. They show their class, and they really for you to have a feel of what's happening concerning UEFA Champions League. It was a night of action from all the teams that participated. I just have to appreciate our own Ademola Lookman and also Victor Boniface for being able to score those goals. That was their debut goals and they score. And for Ademola Lookman, he also got an assist, and right now he's really edging his name in gold. A lot of Africans are proud of what they are doing. Not forgetting Rafael Oyedeck, who also did well for Club Brugge in that encounter, being able to win an away game. It's not an easy thing at all, because this particular marathon football style that has to do with UEFA Champions League is making all the teams to be on their feet, because it's not an easy thing at all. Well, we have our guest back. That's Abdullahi Osanga. Well, we'll be talking about the UEFA Champions League while you were away, but to give you the chance to also pop in concerning this. I'm sure you follow your Champions League too, and if I'm not wrong, you'll be supporting one club over there in Europe, right? Okay, so well, for Abdullahi Osanga is yet to actually get it right with us, but we just showcase to you all the Champions League results and also how the table is looking when it comes to all the matches that were played yesterday. Well, Abdullahi Osanga, I was actually taking the UEFA Champions League results and matches that were played yesterday. And I know you also watched all these matches. Which team actually caught your eye so far on match day 2 in the UEFA Champions League? Okay, well, right now we just have to go back to all our stories. For Abdullah Sanga, we want to appreciate you for joining us. Really tried his best to make sure he gets to us now. Let's talk about a man who has done well for himself and also for the Teranga Lions of Senegal after staying there for 9 years. Teranga Lions, Senegalese FA, Aliou Cisse part ways. Well, the deal was to be actually upgraded, but no, they said no, they are not going to renew his contract. The man you are seeing stayed with them for 9 years since 2015 to 2024. Well, they play against Burkina Faso 1-1 in the qualifier for the AFCON, and that didn't go well with Senegalese FA and the Ministry of Sport there. But right now, the contract is not renewed, and the man, Aliou Cisse, who won them or who led the Teranga Lions to win the Nations Cup in 2021, is out of the job as the coach of the Teranga Lions of Senegal when they were really roaring. Well, for good 9 years was with them, and the patience paid off. With him, they were able to win it. He joined them in 2015, but in 2021, he was able to win the AFCON for Senegal. The Teranga Lions right now, they will be looking at who will be the new coach that they will be appointing as they prepare for their qualifiers. They'll be coming up in the next FIFA window. But right now, for Aliou Cisse, hopefully some Nigerians already say maybe you should come and be the coach of Nigeria. But Iguavon is there, and he's still the man that NFF said they believe in him. He will continue to be the coach of Eagles till they get the substantive coach that they want to sign for the Eagles. But right now, Iguavon is there, and for Aliou Cisse, he has actually held his head up because he was able to win the AFCON for them in 2021. Congrats to him and the Teranga Lions there. Well, before we go, we also look at some gossip in the world of transfer, even though we know that window is closed, but we just look at this particular player that a lot of clubs are really looking at. His name, well, he plays for Bayern Leverkusen. It has been fantastic so far. Florian, Arsenal, Bayern, Manchester City, and Real Madrid are keen on getting Florian Wirtz of Bayern Leverkusen. Fantastic midfielder, and he has been in superlative form for Bayern Leverkusen, and all the big teams are really looking forward to get his signature. And if everything goes well, maybe end of the season, he could be moving away from Bayern Leverkusen. Arsenal, Bayern, and Real Madrid, or even Manchester City are all interested in this particular player. Well, let's talk about England, where the former Chelsea manager Frank Lampard, well, he's showing interest in that particular role of being England manager. He wants to be the coach of England after Gareth Southgate. He wants to see what he can do. But from the way it is right now, with the man in charge, Lee is there as interim manager. We will take over from Lee. We wait to see if they will be getting him to be the coach, although he's showing really serious interest in coaching the Three Lions of England. And if everything goes well, he could actually take over as the manager of England there. Well, right now, before we go, let's just have a glimpse of Inter Miami. Inter Miami celebrates after winning, and after that particular minute, we'll come back to the studio there before we wrap it up. Always a good one when you win competition as well. For Inter Miami over there in the MLS, Major League Soccer, they've got Lionel Messi, and he has been able to help them to win that particular trophy there against Columbus Crew, and they really celebrated well. Congrats to Lionel Messi and the entire team of Inter Miami there. And now, before we go, we're taking you through the UEFA Champions League result and table, and we focus earlier on that's on NPFL, Nigerian Premier Football League. We look at all the good happening to that particular league, and also try to look at the button that can actually be worked on to make it better with Abdullahi Osanga, the former chairman of Nasarawa United, who joined us via Zoom from Lafia. Well, right now, we've taken you through, and I just have to leave you with this particular one between Ikorodu City and Rangers International. I'm Adeni Jishafe. Sport is business and fitness. Thanks for watching.